Hello and welcome to Break 3 again, part 2 tonight. And I just want to quickly give thanks to our volunteer technical producers over there, Jade and Jaden. They just set up the camera for us tonight. Good job. And I want to introduce my friends here, Clinton and David.
Hello.
And see us. Now, just need to mention as well, whatever that's spoken about here tonight there's no affiliation with the church I attend. In case somebody sees my face and says, I know where he goes to church, he's picked all this up from there. No, it's just me, alright? Okay, so anyway, tonight, had to think about what to talk about. So first of all, of course, what's been in the media a lot? Mushroom killer. No. Sydney, drive-by shootings? No. Texas floods? Yeah, that's the one that got me this week. All these little girls dying, drowning in their dorms. Very sad. And there's some blame. There's a blame game happening now. Couple of things. One's a bit of a conspiracy theory, so I'm not going to go with that. But cloud seeding. Apparently, cloud seeding was done 2 days before the rain hit the area. But I'm not going down that rabbit hole. No, you're right, Dave. No, thanks.
Get that tinfoil hat off. Couldn't really go with that.
But what I am going with is there was no alarm raised. There was an alarm at the camp where the girls were, Mystic Camp, Christian camp. And the alarm wasn't raised. On the news you may have seen footage where they showed in time how the river level raised very quickly. 45 minutes it went from just normal to very high. Nobody bothered to tell the girls to get out of their dorms and get out of the area. And it wasn't just there, it was other parts of the river too. A lot of people, 120 people died. It's a real tragedy. And I know we've had bad floods in Australia too, but this is the one that's gripped me this week, and I'm really sad about it. 9 of the 8-year-old girls drowned in there, just for one example. There's many other girls drowned too, but just to see little 8-year-old girls drowning for no reason like that, it's terribly sad. Clinton has 2 daughters, young girls, and David has 2 daughters, little girls. I just wanted to ask you how you would feel if that would have been your girls there.
Not something I wanted to think about.
No.
It's pretty horrendous, I guess.
Awful. Yeah. Very difficult to deal with, and we can't imagine it. I know I'd be devastated. I would be a wreck. What about you, David?
Yeah, I think particularly if you've got faith, I think it'd be hard to see like where God is and all of that.
Yeah. And I'm glad you raised that, because where is God in all of that? There's some verses out of the Bible I want to quote just to help people, because that was a Christian camp, and people have pretty much got a Christian attitude about all that. But not everyone does, but I'll get to them later on. I just want to read you these few verses about what God says. So from Psalm 46, God is our refuge and strength, and ever-present help in trouble. Therefore we will not fear, though the earth give way and the mountains fall into the heart of the sea, though its waters roar and foam and the mountains quake with their surging. Psalm 147, He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. And then from John 14:27, peace I leave you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. So yeah, it's a very difficult time for those people over there, and even as I said, it's sad for us to think about here in Australia. There are people in the world, I hear it here all the time, like, well, where was God in this? Why would God let this happen? Fair enough question. But you've got to have a relationship with God to actually have even a clue as to why He would let that happen. We don't live in paradise, we don't live in heaven. we live on this planet. It's called the Goldilocks planet because it's the only one that's just right for us to live on. But you know, it's not easy here. We have volcanoes, earthquakes, tsunamis, hurricanes, all sorts of natural events that happen all the time, and sometimes we can't be warned, other times we can get a warning. Tsunami warnings sometimes help, cyclone warnings help. We can run for the hills. But you know, going right back to the beginning, some of us believe that there was Adam and Eve, two people that we've given names to in the Bible. Adam, the first man, and his wife Eve. And they broke God's law. And they lived in paradise where everything was perfect, nothing to worry about, everything was cool. But they broke God's law and got sent out of paradise. Genesis 3:18 and 19 talks about what the planet was like when they had to leave paradise. Cursed is the ground because of you. Through painful toil you will eat food from it all the days of your life. It will produce thorns and thistles for you, and you will eat the plants of the field. By the sweat of your brow you will eat your food. So that's saying how hard it is on the planet here, because man sinned and man is still sinning today. So getting back to the people that were saying, where is God in this? And they don't really give any thought to this. You know, if you want to think about why it makes such a statement. 3/4 of this world's, this planet's population don't believe in the one true God, the God of Abraham, Isaac and Jacob. They believe in other gods or no God at all. So there's no relationship there. And of the Christians, the 2 billion Christians on the planet, probably only half of them actually have a relationship with God. So if you just dreamed that everyone on the planet, you know, 8-something billion people, would all have a good relationship with God, wouldn't this be a different place, do you think? Something to think about. I think so. So yeah, that's where God is in all of this. I think we're just lacking relationship with Him. Now for the little children, again, very sad, but they're in a place, and as a Christian that's what we believe, kids go to heaven. In Matthew, in the Bible, chapter 19, Jesus said, "Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to such as these." Apparently heaven's full of kids already, full of babies that never got to be born as well. And how nice is it in heaven? It's not like here. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9. "However, as it is written, what no eye has seen, what no ear has heard, and what no human mind has conceived, the things God has prepared for those who love Him." Heaven's an awesome place, and as I said in the last video, we need to find Jesus. Thanks for listening.